Hello students, welcome to Target AES. I hope you are having a wonderful day. Let us continue with fluid mechanics part 2, and you can also call it as hydraulic machines and hydropower. A very simple topic, especially important for mechanical engineers. Civil engineers के लिए इतना important नहीं है from 2020 onwards because in GATE this part is gone. Okay, I am dividing this topic into only 3 chapters. One is OCF, hydraulic machines and dimension analysis. Hydraulic machines part has been taken out of civil GATE, but mechanical gate में included है, so mechanical students please do concentrate more compared to that of civil students. For civil students it is going to be very easy because you have only OCF and dimension analysis. Obviously you know most of the topics of dimension analysis, but थोड़ा हटके रहेगा. There will be little bit more, there will be some terms which definitely come in examination. We'll stress on it when it comes to dimension analysis chapter. I wantedly kept it at the end. Why? Because it will serve as revision, because we are going to see lot of formulae, we are going to apply lot of concepts. So dimension analysis kya karega, it will help as revision of all the things whatever we have studied in fluid mechanics. That's why I wantedly kept it at the end. And now we are going to start with open channel flow, a very simple topic, no need to worry much. And if you belong to civil engineering students, if you belong to civil engineering stream, you can take a screenshot of ESC syllabus, so everything will be taught clearly and already given in these notes. This 100-page notes whatever you have for this fluid mechanics 2 is more than enough. You should be able to answer most of the questions. Okay, and one more thing, the fluid mechanics 1 whichever I have taught, it was one of the very first subject which I thought, and वो मैं video record करके बनाया था. You, if you have finished it, you might have seen. So I have recorded using my cell phone, and I felt it should be digitalized. So after finishing all the subjects, right? Let me first finish all the subjects, and then I will go back to fluid mechanics also, fluid mechanics 1, and I will be remaking it using this digital format. एकदम digital class में वो भी आ जाएगा उसके modules, and it will be also freely available to the people who have already purchased this package of fluid mechanics. No need to pay anything extra. Okay, so let us talk about this open channel flow. What is this open channel flow? See, in fluid mechanics 1, all we have seen is pipe flow. ठीक है, pipe flow. Pipe flow यानी always the water used to flow because of pressure force. We used to apply pressure and this water used to go to different places. Agreed? But here what is open channel flow? For example, the canals, irrigation canals, whatever we are seeing, इसमें आप पंप डाल के आप पंप नहीं कर रहे हो. Okay, you are not giving any pressure, so it is naturally flowing in the influence of gravity. I hope you are getting it. So if the water is flowing in the influence of gravity, then I will be calling such type of flow as open channel flow. And to be called as open channel flow, obviously the surface of water जो भी है ना, it should be exposed to atmosphere. It should be exposed to atmosphere. For example, let us say if you have a pipe, okay, pipe is closed, right? And let us say the water is only up to this level. ठीक है, water is up to this level. Even this you can obviously take it as open channel flow, because यहाँ पे pressure क्या रहेगा? Pressure तो यहाँ पे atmosphere ही रहेगा ना. I hope you are getting it. Atmosphere का ये मतलब नहीं है कि it should be open. It should be like this only. Only then it will be called as open channel flow. No, Baba, nothing like that. Okay, I hope you are getting it. So if on this top line, if the pressure is atmospheric, then obviously you can take it as open channel flow. I hope you got it. Concept समझ में आ गया. The flow should be in the influence of gravity. That's it. No other force should be driving it. Only because of gravity, from higher elevation to lower elevation, it should be flowing. I will be calling it as open channel. Done? समझ में आ गया? So let us try to understand what is happening in pipe flow. So first of all, whenever I had some pipe, let us say this was my pipe. Okay, and आप अगर piezometer रखते, if you kept the piezometer, then obviously there was water rise, right? Water rise हमेशा रहता है because we are passing water through pressure. Obviously the water will rise to a certain extent. Agreed or not? But if you are keeping the same piezometer in a canal, एक canal है, पानी जा रहा है, if you are keeping piezometer, up to what level will be the water level rise? Obviously water level rise will be only up to the level of water. जितना level का पानी है उतना level का पानी का rise रहेगा. Common sense की बात है. I hope you are getting it right. So what is your hydraulic gradient line? Hydraulic gradient line याद है आपको? I hope you will not forget it. P by W plus V square by 2G प्लस z इज इक्वल्स टू कांस्टेंट v स्क्वायर बाय 2g, तो आपका वेलोसिटी हेड है. इट्स ओके, p by w प्लस z वॉट एवर वॉज देयर योर piezometric head. That piezometric head along the flow, if you join, what you will be getting, you will be getting hydraulic gradient line. याद है ना? I hope you remember it, right? So for this open channel flow, always this hydraulic gradient line coincides with the top layer of flow. pipe में ये कभी नहीं होता है, because in pipe it is passing through pressure, right? तो हमेशा hydraulic gradient line will be above its top level. But when you have some water flow, something like this, right? Whenever you have some water flowing in a open channel like this, so always your hydraulic gradient line, what it does, it coincides with your topmost layer of water. I hope you got it. So these are some basic differences whatever we have in between our open channel flow and pipe flow. So let us revise once. Flow is completely due to gravity in open channel flow, whereas here the flow is due to hydraulic pressure in my pipe flow. And when it comes to pipe, what is the most common shape which you basically see? Obviously the most common shape whatever you basically see is circular, right? Circular pipe ही देखते हो ना mostly. But when it comes to open channel, you can have many shapes. You can have rectangle, triangle, trapezoid, circle, बहुत सारे हैं. हर एक का अपना अपना एडवांटेज है, डिसएडवांटेज है. we'll study in detail. And hydraulic gradient line which I have just explained you coincides with the water surface. हमेशा याद रखना, it coincides with the water surface, whereas in pipe flow hydraulic gradient line never coincides with your water surface. Clear? So and there is one more thing, maximum velocity is at little distance below the water surface, as we have studied in our hydrology, right? hydrology में पढ़ा था, irrigation में पढ़ा था, I think in hydrology only, stream measurement, right? So I know my maximum velocity is little bit below my top surface, whereas when it comes to pipe, you know how the pipe flow looks like, right? Velocity distribution, so it will be symmetrical, something like this, and maximum आपको कहाँ पे आएगा? Center पे आएगा. Vmax is at center, whereas at walls velocity is 0. I hope you remember the pipe flow concept, fluid mechanics. एक काम करना मेरे लिए, so please open your fluid mechanics 1 notebook. Okay, so just revise it once, just turn the pages, basic concept जो भी है, like steady flow, unsteady flow, uniform, non uniform, laminar, turbulent. So just have a look. डिटेल में पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है. दिस कॉन्सेप्ट डजंट नीड डिटेल नॉलेज ऑफ फ्लूइड मैकेनिक्स वन, बट बेसिक तो आप जानना चाहिए ना. सो बेटर ओपन दैट बुक्स एंड रिवाइज वंस. एक ही बार देख लेना एंड देन कंटिन्यू वॉचिंग दिस मॉड्यूल्स ऑफ ओपन चैनल फ्लो. इट विल बी वेरी इजी. मेरा सुन लेना, यू विल बी एबल टू आंसर मोस्ट ऑफ द क्वेश्चंस ऑफ ईएससी एंड गेट. ओके, सो I have clearly told you, if the water is completely filled, only then it will be a pipe flow, because in a pipe a pressure to water cannot be only like off filled or something, because whenever you are adding some pressure, water force से भिजा रहे हो, obviously the entire pipe will be filled with water. अगर if you are seeing some sewer or pipe in which you have water something like this, okay, only off filled, that means there is no pressure being applied on it. Obviously it is flowing in the influence of gravity and you have to consider it as open channel flow. Concept clear है? Perfect हो गए हो? Can I move on? This OCF whatever topic is there, right? It is very simple, no need to worry much. काफी simple रहने वाला है. And one more thing, I might have to go little bit fast, because at the end of open channel flow the things will get little bit complicated. वहाँ पे मुझे ज़्यादा time देना है. At the initial phases things are easy. वो पढ़ के आप क्या करोगे, ऐसे ही समझ में आ जाता है. Even if I explain you for half an hour or 1 hour, the concept will remain same. You will anyway understand. Even if I teach you in 10 minutes, you will understand. If I stretch it and teach it for 1 hour, you will understand. So why to waste time? So initial phase I might go little bit fast. I am expecting you to have basic knowledge of fluid mechanics. I don't want you to be at advanced level, or I don't want you to be like completely perfect in fluid mechanics. अगर आप basic knowledge रखते हो, more than enough है. Let us continue with this topic. Types of flows in channel. For example, what are the various types of flows we have in our fluid mechanics one? वही यहाँ पे भी repeat होने वाला है. So steady flow, unsteady flow, uniform, non-uniform, laminar, turbulent, subcritical, critical and supercritical flows. I hope you are already perfectly right. So if the flow characteristics are changing with respect to time, then it is unsteady. अगर वो change नहीं हो रहा है, then we will be calling it as steady flow. I hope you remember it, right? याद है ना सब कुछ? I need not repeat these things, so I might go a little bit fast, right? So if your flow characteristics does not change with respect to time, then that will be steady flow. If changes, unsteady. if changes unsteady. Similarly, what is my uniform and non-uniform? If whatever these characteristics are changing over the length, then it is non-uniform. If they are not changing over the length, then obviously we'll be calling it as uniform. If depth, slope, cross section and velocity remain constant over a given length of channel, then it is said to be uniform flow. Very simple, right? No need to explain anything in detail. Self-explanatory terms, and you are already gems in this topic. Uniform flow is possible only in prismatic channels only. Okay, so please do remember, prismatic channels जो uniform रहते हैं उसी में ये possible रहता है. If obviously your dimensions are changing, then uniform flow will not be possible in that. If channel depth varies continuously from section to another section, then obviously what you will be having non-uniform flow, or you can say varied flow. So these two types again I can classify into rapidly varied flow and gradually varied flow. जब भी ये rapidly varied flow condition arise होता है, we will be seeing hydraulic jump. This topic is very important for us and we will be studying this in detail in the same OCF topic. बहुत पढ़ाई करेंगे. We will study different types of formulas related to this rapidly varied flow, especially this hydraulic jump formulas. We will study in detail. आने वाला है, आगे आने वाला है. Everything will come again. Okay, so this is just basic introduction. So next we have laminar and turbulent. I hope you already remember it, right? So how to decide whether it is laminar or turbulent? We have our Reynolds number. So it is nothing but rho v r by mu, or you can write it as vr by nu also, right? So where v is your average velocity, r is your hydraulic radius. Hydraulic radius क्या हो जाएगा? It is nothing but a by p, right? Wetted area divided by wetted perimeter. I hope you remember it. And for pipes flow, it was to be laminar, re was less than 2000, and for turbulent it was greater than 4000. I have given you a beautiful table for what conditions, what should be your limits, right? For soil कितना है, for pipe flow कितना है, for open channel कितना है, for plates कितना है. I have given you a beautiful table in fluid mechanics 1. Please go and revise it one. So in that I have clearly told you, if you have a open channel, if your Reynolds number is less than 500, it will be considered as laminar. If greater than 1000, we will be considering it as turbulent. याद आया कुछ? So this R calculation is quite important for us. So let us do a quick math. How to get this R? If you have a rectangular channel, so I have a rectangular channel and water is flowing like this. Okay? So the depth of water is Y and width of this channel is B. So can you tell me what is my wetted area? My area क्या हो जाएगा? B into Y. Area of rectangle is B into Y. No problem. And what is the wetted perimeter? So what is the perimeter which is actually wet of this whatever channel we have? What is the perimeter of it which is wet? So this part plus bottom wala part. Agreed or not? So B plus Y plus Y. So my wetted perimeter is B plus Y, or I can write it as B plus 2Y. I hope you are getting it. So my R value is nothing but BY by B plus 2Y. यहाँ पे मैं आपको एक नया टर्म यूज कर रहा हूँ, वाइड रेक्टेंगुलर चैनल. Actually whenever the water is flowing in the rivers or so many other channels, actually you might be seeing the width is in meters, huge meters, like 100 meters, 200 meters, 300, 400 meters or a kilometer. So 1000 meters ऐसा कुछ रहेगा, but the depth of water is like 1 meter, right? So compared to 1000 meters or 500 meters, 1 meter is nothing, right? I hope you're getting it. So the breadth is very much larger compared to that of your depth of water in these cases, in these channels. So these type of channels I am calling it as wide rectangular channel. So if your B is greater than Y, what I can do? I can almost neglect Y in my denominator, right? So B plus 2Y में अगर B का वैल्यू काफी ज्यादा है and Y का वैल्यू काफी कम है, so this will be almost equivalent to B, right? Agreed or not? So what is going to happen? Let us try to understand. In my wide rectangular channel, my R value will be By divided by B plus 2Y, but this value is negligible, right? तो मैं निकाल दिया. So BB cancel. And what is your R value? R value is equals to Y. In a wide rectangular channel, the depth of your water, Y whatever it is, it will be equals to your hydraulic radius. Perfect हो concept में? समझने आ गया? So what I will do is I will stop my module here. इन द नेक्स्ट मॉड्यूल आई एम गोइंग टू कंटिन्यू विद सब क्रिटिकल, क्रिटिकल एंड सुपर क्रिटिकल फ्लो. काफी इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक रहने वाला है बिकॉज दिस क्वेश्चन इज डायरेक्टली गोइंग टू कम इन योर SSC JE and other examination. Super important topic. So let us take a break here. In the next module, module number 2 of our fluid mechanics 2, we are going to start a very important topic and बहुत सारे टॉपिक मैं कंप्लीट करने वाला हूँ एक ही मॉड्यूल के अंदर. हैव अ नाइस डे. सी यू इन मॉड्यूल नंबर 2.